That's my turtle!
What is going on? I'm zmot. You heard correctly. That's my turtle. We have got the mega turtle called the anniversary crab for whatever reason on the dev build. We're going to get into that in a second. First of all, you'll notice I've got all heavies loaded. That is for a very, very specific reason. If we click on the turtle, we get this new pretty interface. It's got all sorts of features I'll go over in a minute. One thing it doesn't have that it's missing for whatever reason is the boosts. So I have made a pretty infographic just like this. Stage 0, 50% troop health riflemen. Stage 10, 100% troop health heavies. You can read the rest. I will post this to Twitter later on. But for now, here are the boosts. You can't see them on the actual page here, so you're going to have to trust me, write them down, make notes, whatever it might be. Realistically, you're probably going to use tanks anyways, so not a lot of these boosts will get used. But if we go back to my fancy graphic here one more time, you'll notice that it is 100% troop health heavies. So for stage 10, we're just going to get into attacking. I have all sorts of statues boosted. We've got all heavies. We've got Miss Brick loaded with battle orders. We're just going to try to hit core on stage 10, see how it goes, see what the interface looks like. So nowhere here does it say anything about our boosts, which is a bit of a problem. Now, I have not boosted any of the tribes on the dev build here, so obviously my barrage costs the regular amount. On the real game, you will have the advantage of the tribes, which will make very, very good fun things happen. These tribes are fantastic for the Mega Crab. You can barrage things till your heart is content. You can do all sorts of fun things because you're going to have tons and tons of GBE. Some players, if they're absolutely insane enough, could potentially go down to 0 GBE statues for this crab. I don't think it's a terribly good idea because obviously you can't get that statue back, but as our battery dies, as does stage 10. Those heavies just chewing through the core, max level heavies, statue support, OMG, crushing all sorts of stuff. Now, as you're going to see here, we get some extra rewards. You can see we got some diamonds, we got some frags, potentially some powder, potentially some intel. One thing to be aware of is that this reward screen does not show powder, it does not show diamonds, it does not show intel. So don't just think about these rewards. There are more rewards behind the scenes. Now, what I'm going to do is have a quick pause. Then we're going to come back and we're going to do stage 20. Then we'll pause again and come back and do stage 40. So we'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so now that we're back, you'll notice I've added a task force to this account just so that you can see that there is intel associated with it. That was a bit of confusion earlier on, so making sure we're in a task force. I'm also going to go ahead and change my troop loadout to something different. Diamond those troops, spend some of my 1,000,000 diamonds. Now, before we get into the next attack, I want to show there's a high scores button, which as you can see here, shows the local Canada task force board. Also moving over, it has the global task force Mega Crab. Oh my goodness, I can't even say it. This is the global Mega Crab leaderboard. No more going to a website. It is right here in the game. That's going to be very, very exciting, especially since everyone starts the Mega Crab at the exact same time. There's no more people starting in New Zealand and getting ahead and everyone on the west coast of Canada and the US and Hawaii getting upset. This is all about the exact same time zone, no advantages for anyone. And instead of having 2 days, 6 hours, we now have a total of 3 days for everyone to attack the Mega Crabs. So same time zone, and it's going to start at midnight my time, which is less than ideal, but that also means it's going to end at midnight my time. So even if it starts at a terrible time for you, just realize you're going to get the advantage on the flip side of that as well. So it's not all bad being in a future time zone or in a past time zone. There are advantages for both sides for sure, and it just depends on when you sleep. If you work shift work, for example, this is going to be a very, very good Mega Crab for you because you don't have to worry about staying up after your shift or something like that. You can attack whenever the heck you want, and there are no advantages to be in any specific time zone. It's just a matter of when you want to sleep and when you want to play. So Supercell has definitely listened to the community on that side of things. And you can't have one account in the future and one account in the past and get an extra amount of time or something like that. So very, very well done. You notice we're only on stage 20 and we've already got a zmot, which seems fairly early. Now, for those of you who have never attacked the Mega Turtle before, it looks like this. There are turbines going on the outsides. It looks very, very cool, very aesthetically pleasing. There is not a lot of difference between it and the actual Mega Crab, though. It is simply another mega event with all sorts of spaces. I believe there are actually different layouts than what we're used to on the Mega Crab, which is sort of nice. And as far as troop loadouts go, it's going to be just like any other Mega Crab. Use the troops that you're used to, use the troops that you're comfortable with, and for this one, there's going to be a lot of tanks, there's going to be a lot of bullet, there's going to be hopefully some Zookas and some heavies later on in the 40s, 50s, and 60s as those tribal boosts and troop boosts combine to make for very, very strong attacks. Like I said, this dev build does not have tribes. I have not unlocked the tribes. I have not boosted the tribes, so getting some parts, getting some intel, which as you saw there are not listed anywhere in the stage rewards. As far as this videos tab right here, I have no idea what's going to be in it. Hopefully I can post my stuff there so you guys can come in, check it out, all that sort of fun stuff. But for right now, I'm in the exact same state as you. I'd love it if my videos get put there. Hopefully either I can do it or the Boom Beach community manager puts some videos in there he likes. Nonetheless, the fact that there is a videos tab for the Mega Crab specific videos is very, very cool. So a couple things people have been asking for. Number one, that global leaderboard we've been asking for forever. I hope this brings some of you out of retirement. Come attack this Mega Crab, attack this Mega Turtle, attack this Mega event, whatever you want to call it, and get your name up there. Nonetheless, we're going to quickly pause. I'll come back with stage 40 and we'll see if we can take it down in one. Okay, we're back on stage 40. I have switched to all tanks. We've got Mr. Bullet loaded. We're going to take this stage 40 down. One thing to be aware of, please do comment down below if you notice any difference between my video stages and any of the other BoomTubers videos. Just be aware they might have recorded it earlier or later, and so if you see something different, please do point it out, but realize this is the dev build, so there may be differences and they may not matter. But nonetheless, you guys helping out, pointing these kind of details out definitely does help. We're going to be going to the left, simply because those shields are on the left-hand side and I don't want to have to try to burn through the core because I forgot to scout and did not have a look to see how healthy that core was. Now, we've got no extra prototypes on this base, which is handy. Still no grapplers, unfortunately, but at the same time, no zmots. Even though we did have a zmot on that early stage, right now, this stage is looking like something that is ripe for the takedown. Just need our tanks to come through and hopefully make it up to the core. This stage should be one that many can solo. Now, the fact that I'm recording this live means that I'm probably going to fail because that's sort of how I roll. Anytime I'm doing something like this, I find that I screw it up more often than not, but that's where all of the entertainment comes in, I suppose. Anyways, we're going to get our Zookas and tanks, I should say, over into here. Hopefully get them walking and rolling and rumbling or whatever it is that tanks do, and hopefully we can take down all of these shields, get those flamethrowers down, and clear ourselves a nice little hole. Why I'm moving over to that side is because there is simply too many shock launchers and boom cannons and things over on that side. We are now out of GBE. Obviously, if you do not have a lot of GBE, smoking your troops, not a great idea. I am not used to having 2 GBE statues. I am one of the players who tends to play my Mega Crab on my operation statues, so I have nothing but problems when it comes to using an account on the dev build that has no GBE, and I end up screwing it up, which hopefully you guys can get some sort of entertainment out of, because this is just painful for me right now, and I am regretting this decision instantly, trying to smoke my troops. Hopefully we can get Bullet out front, which should buy us a little bit of time as my tanks spread out here and hit all of those shock mines. This attack is gone sideways in a hurry. Nonetheless, Mega Crab, Mega Turtle, let me know in the comments if you guys like the Mega Turtle, if you care about the Mega Turtle, if you think it's better than the Mega Crab. if you just like the monthly mega event, regardless of what it is. Personally, I don't care if it's a monthly mega rhino or a fish or whatever. I definitely like the change up. This is just so pretty. Whoever designed this, the aesthetics are just awesome, and I have just used the word aesthetics in 2 times in the same video, which I think is a world record for me. Nonetheless, stage 40 going down very slowly but surely. Should be managed to take this down, even though our troops are just absolutely on life support, and this attack was mediocre, tepid, awful, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully it added some entertainment value for you. Hopefully this video taught you a thing or two, especially potentially how not to attack on stage 40, because that attack was straight up awful. The tribes might have saved me there, but anyways, that was not a super duper attack, and if I had more time, I would probably delete it, but we're just going to leave it be, and I can throw the word tepid in there because that was how my warrior attack was described earlier in the day. Boom Beach Mega Turtle is here. I'll show that video picture for you one more time. There are the tribal boosts. Those are actually the stage boosts, not the tribal boosts. I am flustered beyond belief, and that is the Mega Turtle. Now, one more thing. If you like this video, besides giving it a thumbs up, liking, sharing, clicking the bell, all that fun stuff, please consider entering the creator code zmot. That gives me a little boost, and any little boost is appreciated. Nonetheless, as always, thank you very much for coming in. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments. I will get back to you ASAP, and I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmot. Peace.